Welcome back to A Minute with Alan. This episode is called Non-Consecutive, and this might take a while. So if you need to stop to get a drink or something, that's fine. You can just stop the tape. I'll be here. We're looking at a situation today where non-consecutive, former President Trump is trying to defeat President Biden, who defeated former President Trump. And believe it or not, this has happened once before in our history. And let me get this straight here. I need to look at my notes. Grover Cleveland was both the 22nd and 24th president of the United States. He only got to ever do this, non-consecutive terms. So he's considered as both 22 and 24. When he was 22 and he ran for the 23, Benjamin Harrison beat him. And when Harrison ran again, Grover Cleveland came back and beat him for being number 24. By the way of being a bit discursive, Benjamin Harrison was the grandson of William Henry Harrison, who was the shortest term president in history, 1 month in office. At his inauguration, he stood out in a downpour, caught pneumonia, and unfortunately died a month later. But enough trivia. I want to talk about something else here, which I find hysterical. Joseph Kennedy, who doesn't seem to have all of his marbles as far as I can see. Even his family, the Kennedy family, is disavowing what he talks about. But some people say, some polls say he'll get 22% of the vote and could swing some things, maybe in swing states, no pun intended. But he announced recently that his two likely choices for vice president would be Jesse Ventura, the former governor and before that pro wrestler, and Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback, long time for the Green Bay Packers, now with the New York Jets, who last year was knocked out in the very first game of the season and who's due to come back this next season. Aaron Rodgers himself is quite eccentric. And so I'm imagining that Robert Kennedy Jr. wins the election and Aaron Rodgers is his vice president. And a month or two in, like William Henry Harrison, Robert Kennedy unfortunately passes away because he's never been vaccinated. He's an extreme anti-vaxxer. And unfortunately, he passes on. And so Aaron Rodgers becomes president of the United States. And in his first cabinet meeting, Aaron Rodgers says, all right, look, we got to do something, Ukraine. Secretary of Commerce, I want you to go long until you come to Crimea, all right? Joint Chiefs of Staff, I want you to go out on an out pattern to the side. I want you to wind up somewhere, maybe in the Black Sea, all right? Secretary of Defense, I want you to stay here and block for me and give me some protection. I think that could happen. And I think maybe it wouldn't be any worse than what we have.